All right, I think folks are coming in still, but I do want to get started today because I want to give lots of time for us to talk about this important topic, rethinking learning in the age of AI and specifically Chat GPT, which is our current, the current program that's sparked so much interest in this topic. As you're getting settled, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Elise Mueller, and I'm a senior learning consultant in learning innovation. I'm one of a whole team of colleagues who are working on responses to AI and learning. We're also excited to have so many people joining us. We want to welcome you and thank you for participating in this open discussion. The first thing that I want to do is talk about a little bit of housekeeping. So as you saw when you came into this room, today's discussion will be recorded. If you don't want to be captured here, you can mute yourself. You can also shut off your camera and rename yourself as well if you feel you need that level of privacy. I have turned on automatic transcription in this session. I'm just making sure that's true. So if you click on the closed caption symbol at the bottom of your Zoom screen, you can turn it on. This is one example of automated AI working, so it doesn't always give you the best results when you're looking at transcriptions, but hopefully it could help you. I also want to let you know that all materials that are attached to this presentation or this discussion will be available after the event. The team of people that are working on this subject are taking a lot of notes and capturing links and getting all the information you need out of this session. So don't feel that you need to ingest it all right now. I'll follow up with you for sure. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about why we're here today. This session, this hour, will not solve all the questions we have about AI, but I'm hoping that it will be first steps for the Duke community, as well as some guests that are coming from other universities to talk about this issue. We're going to want to identify needs for yourself and for Duke at large, and start thinking about potential strategy when it comes to learning in AI. Another reason that we wanted to have this event is to inform learning innovations programming. The general outcomes of this meeting will also be shared with a couple, probably many kind of administrative discussions. The first one is a Director of Undergraduate Studies general meeting next week. So we'll be able to represent the voice of the faculty and staff at Duke as we talk with a larger audience. So I just want to set the stage a little bit about what's happening in this area. Most of you or some of you may have already been into Chat GPT. Some of you may not have, so I'll just tell you a little bit. Thanks in part to natural language processing and other advancements in programming, you can now put in prompts into this AI and it'll return conversational answers. So here, for example, I've asked Chat GPT to write a haiku about Duke University. It's responded to us. I can't say the quality of haiku is amazing, but you get a sense of the kind of prompts that you could put in. So I could specify a specific audience, like explain the theory of general relativity to elementary students, or ask the program to write in certain types of writing, so something like a press release or a cover letter. It can also mimic the writing styles of well-known authors. And I have to admit, it does do some things well. A lot it doesn't. Another kind of aspect of this that you may not have been concentrating on, depending on your field. You may just be thinking about AI and writing, but there's also been great advancement when it comes to multimedia generators in AI. I think most of us may have seen the rise of apps that allow you to superimpose our faces on celebrities or famous paintings. And the newest AI programs, such as DALL-E and Midjourney, can create images or videos based on text prompts, such as the style of painting, specific characters, actions your characters are doing. For example, I asked DALL-E to create me an image of a dragon eating a hot dog in the style of a Renaissance painting. I kind of got not the greatest results. It was a dog eating a hot dog in a sketch format. But here I did get more useful results of my prompt of making a human body entirely out of cute cats. That said, there are lots of limitations to what is being created. ChatGPT cannot give us a deep analysis of subjects, doesn't provide supporting evidence for its writing. It produces quite a few number of factual errors in writing. It's repetitive. In general, I would say it comes across more like a well-written Wikipedia article than academic writing. And it relies on a data set that's attached to the internet and other sources. So it doesn't have all the answers. All right. All that said, we are at a very important moment when it comes to thinking about AI and how it's affecting the way that we teach and what learning looks like. And these are just some of the questions that might come up, and we should and must consider them. I'll give you a second to look through these. So it's probably going to be a truth that these developments in AI will affect our lives, not on a personal level, as well as the learning of our students. You may have all seen or heard that Microsoft will now be investing in ChatGPT. So we may see how that enters just our own work when we're looking at writing in the future. All right, so our first activity today, I'm going to start talking because I am not as important as you all. It may be that you're just thinking about this topic, but as educators and staff at a university, you already know about teaching and you're already thinking about what this could mean for you. So in this first activity, we're going to be having you go into breakout rooms to meet some colleagues and start talking about this. This is just a warm-up to connect with others, and it sets the stage kind of mentally for us to do some more in-depth work in the second half of this hour. It'll help us get a sense of the mood of this group and set our initial thinking. So my colleague Heather Valley is going to be opening up some breakout rooms in a little bit, and you're going to be thinking about these two questions. What is your greatest concern about AI and learning? And what is or are possible opportunities in using AI in your teaching? While you're discussing with folks, I want you to choose someone in your group that will be the reporter. All right, Heather, are you good on opening up breakout rooms? Oh, everyone's going.
Breakout rooms have been opened.
If you're having trouble getting your breakout room, just speak up.
Oh,
To close, it gives a 1-minute warning, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I just didn't know if she typed it to them.
You can see the microphones in the breakout rooms, and people are definitely getting the last few comments in, which is good. We want lively conversations.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. I had to miss that whole breakout session because I got a phone call I couldn't ignore.
That's okay. And
Okay, so everyone should be coming back.
Is there really something in the chat to click on? It's showing
Yeah. I am doing that right now. Sorry.
okay.
Some people don't see the chat if they come from a breakout room after something was added to it. So we're holding off until everyone's back.
Right. And we were just wondering about, with so many breakout rooms, if everyone tried to report out, that would last a really long time. If there's a way to,
Yeah.
you're going to have us do it in the chat rather than
Yeah.
all take turns breaking out. Okay.
Yeah. So if you click on the link that's now in the chat, you'll see that we're having quick ways to report out.
Perfect.
Heather, do we think everyone's out now?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I know that that was a very, very quick discussion. Don't worry, I'm going to send you back and talk again. So you'll see that in the chat, there's a short URL, and that's going to take you to our polling tool for today, which is Mentimeter. And you'll be answering first a question. The first question is going to be, what is your major concern about AI? And in just a second, I'm going to be showing you what you're saying. Oh, this is interesting. I really thought that cheating was going to be like in a 20-point font. I love this. Over reliance, creativity, responsibility. This is great. I love the things that are coming up here. I'll give you guys like 30 more seconds to get your say. Bias, academic integrity. Yep. Citations, intellectual property. Yeah, that's going to be important too. And don't worry, I will send you this in case you want to see what the final results were. All right, so I'm going to now bring us to the second question. And this is, what is one opportunity that AI provides? And it can be your reporter that puts this in here, or you guys, anyone who wants to participate may. Higher order skills learning, writing is rewriting, writing emails for me, editing. That's right, you can use AI to help you edit. I know that I already am dependent on spell check. This is just going to bump that up. Administrative relief, innovation, eliminating the mundane, AI-supported tutor. You guys don't have any limit into the amount of ideas that you're coming up with. Folks are already saying in chat things that are grabbing their attention. And you'll see we have 125-ish people here. So we're not going to have time to look at all these. As I said, this was just a moment for us to all get thinking and talk to some people, to talk to each other for a first time about these issues. I am going to send you directly back into some other breakout rooms so some real work can be done. Let me share my screen of my slides again so I can tell you about that. All right. Thank you for everything you wrote already. So for the second half of the discussions, and I'm going to give you guys a good 20 minutes to work with folks again, to think about this in more depth. This time, however, I want you guys to be able to have more discipline-oriented conversations. You'll see that I've created 8 rooms, and your discipline may not be represented there. There was a limit of how many rooms I could potentially make. So if you don't see yourself specifically, try and choose a room that's closest to your interest. For example, the academic writing room should be thought of not only as research papers, but other types of formal writing, such as a legal brief or a policy memo. I know that the sciences as a catch-all room may not really fit your needs, but maybe you consider both natural and social sciences together. Both groups of disciplines rely on observable data to do research and further the field. Another one that may fit is I have a language learning room, but that could be for foreign language learning, or also if any of you are in disciplines where you have a lot of international students that are gaining English skills. And if there are staff here that support faculty, I encourage you to go into rooms where faculty may be instead of the open conversation. So the way that this is going to work is there will be a learning innovation facilitator in each room to take notes. There is a Google folder that we can put the link to in the chat. You don't need it right this second. Each room is going to have a separate document, and the facilitator in the room will share that document and can put it in chat for you if you want to take notes as well, but they are in charge of note taking. The questions that you're going to be talking about is, what are you doing right now in your courses? How do you plan to address AI? The second one is, what possible next steps could we have? Or do you want to follow? What do you need to make that happen? And then capture any other questions and comments, concerns you have. All right, so Heather is probably busy typing new room names. Heather, do you have those all finished?
The rooms are finished and open.
Okay, great. So if you've never joined your own breakout room, you'll find the breakout room button and then click the blue join button across from the room that makes the most sense for you. And again, we're here in this room if you want help.